Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. All right, let's see. First thing, what we'll do is see if we can get us a 750 today. Denied. Alrighty. I got a couple new decks to try out. This morning, we're going to get our 500 done. And then after we do that, we shall I'm going to talk to you about some of these new cards that's coming out with Brothers War. It's going to be a quite interesting talk. Let's play some standard. We got Dimir to play. So we have any Dimir. Yeah, we got one there. There's one. There's a new one. The mirror. Got our options here. There's another one. Hey, we got options. Alright. Got Dimir and Historic too. And we also got one in Alchemy. So really, we can go any format to get this done. Let's go Control. I still like Stokes. Billy and Stokes Control. Shouldn't be too hard to get this 500. Shouldn't take us too long, I don't think. Then after this we'll try some new decks. Alright. Yeah, we'll keep this. Yeah, turn 2 Sycophant. Dimir. Okay. Gotcha. And now we got our removal on the board. Dag it. That's fine. I think we're in trouble. Yeah, you want to do that? You want to do that? Go right ahead. Right on harmony. Alright. Alright. This. And I guess. Listen. Go ahead and play this. Gonna give my Silex back? No. Okay then. You got anything in your hand? No. That's 3, 2. See, what did I get us? Nah, it's only 4. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about these cards. The store's already open. Yeah. Daylight savings time didn't affect the store. And it don't look like they gave me anything that I'm interested in. Although that looks nice. But no thank you. Alright. One thing I want to talk about these new cards. Soldier. Alright. I got looking at the soldiers. You know, that new card that's going to help the soldiers is a land that's special, that is made just for soldiers. It's blue and white. This is not a deck, but what this is all your blue and white soldiers that are in standard as of now. So it's going to be easy to make a soldier deck. I mean, take a look at this. For a 1-drop, Ghaffani Trapper, and for 2, tap target creature. Yeah, it's a soldier. And we got this one. Well, this one has black in it. So, that's gonna be out. This one is good. That's a soldier. Soldier. Yeah. Rest of these, when you say, alright, right here, this one right here, that's 2 soldiers and 1. Dahlia's a soldier. Now this one right here, one of the most important cards in the deck, in the soldier deck right now. And there's another one just like this, different name, that's coming out of the new set. So this one right here, and plus that other one, is really gonna make soldiers take off. And we got a vampire slayer, which is also a soldier. Broker's veteran, soldier. Dinnick, Pyle's apprentice, which is also a soldier. Brutal Cathar. Alright, now Brutal Cathar, it's a soldier, but it's also a werewolf. The soldier side can benefit from the soldier from a soldier deck. However, the werewolf side does not. But still great removal. Atilda Raveler, soldier. Morning Patrol, vigilance, flying. If you pay the disturb cost. Resistance Squad. Ritual Garden with Coven. Faithbound Judge. Gravelly Down Guard. Surveyor Allenbach with training, and when it attacks, you get to exile something, another creature from the battlefield. So you get to exile one of your opponent's creatures every time this trains, which is a good card. Wing Shield Agent. Enters the battlefield with a shield counter on it. When it attacks, up to one other target creature gains flying. Here's a sorcery, but it makes soldiers. Captain's Call. Dapper Shieldmate. Enters the battlefield with a shield counter. Now, as long as it's your turn, it's a 4/2. Dualcraft Trainer, first strike. Esquad Shield Basher. And you pay 1 and give it indestructible when it attacks. Galvany Silversmith. Puts counters. Search Party Captain. Cemetery Protector. Metropolis Angel. Flying. Angelic Quartermaster. Sarah Redeemer. And Sarah Redeemer lets you play just about all your other soldiers. I mean, a card like this as a soldier, Lord. Then we got Arvangian Phalanx, Human Core Soldier. and it costs less for every creature you have on the battlefield. Now, how easy is this going to be able to be cast? Very easy. Then we have Sanctuary Warden, which is also a soldier. It makes citizens, but it's still a soldier. And it has flying. And it's a 5/5. So, yeah, it will benefit from the new cards. Anyway, this is sort of a little idea, give me kind of an idea on the soldiers. Like it's going to be soldiers. I guarantee that soldiers is going to end up being a meta deck. It's going to have to be because there's just too much support coming out here in a few days just for soldiers. I'm looking forward to seeing soldiers decks all over the place. Artifacts. Here's a few artifacts that I'm going to put in with some artifact decks, which is not going to be hard at all. With all these cards I got in here, has to deal with artifacts. And also this Dragon Spark reactor. Put a charge counter on it every time a artifact enters the battlefield. Power Stone tokens will enter the battlefield. This artifact right here, it's going to be one of the most powerful artifacts in Standard. Because if you look at the new cards that's coming out, Power Stone, Power Stone, Power Stone, that's all you see is Power Stone. So with artifact decks, this card right here is going to, I guarantee you, it'll probably be played a lot, especially when people figure it out. When you think this card right here is broken now, wait till Brothers War comes out. Then it's really going to get busted. That's what I'm thinking about artifacts. And green has ramp. For example, Jewel Thief. When it comes into the battlefield, make a treasure token. That's ramp. Deathbloom Gardener, Mana Dork. Listen right here. Land into the battlefield, get a +1/+1. So, that's going to help. Another Mana Dork. Mana Dork. Mana Dork. Gets lands. Gets lands. So green, I think they're going to have a standing leg. Now this deck right here, it's not 100% going. I've been thinking about this deck. Kind of hard to think about it, but this is going to be a Teferi deck with the new Teferi. You got card draw in it, you got counters in it, and yeah, I think Teferi, it'll be easy to get the alt off of Teferi. Now I don't have any creatures what's really in this deck except for 3, which is this one right here, but With this, you draw a card. And you have no maximum hand size as long as this is on the battlefield. There's lots of ways to draw cards. I mean, lots of drawing cards out there. But you gotta, in order to make a Teferi deck, you gotta equal it out between counters and draws. Because Teferi, more than likely, it's going to have a target on it. Excuse me for a minute, please. Sorry about that. We got to turn my phone off. But yeah, I believe that Teferi is going to have a big target on it. Don't tell me my game screen just froze up. There it goes. Now I'm hoping that I've been having problems here lately with people getting kicked off of my stream. That's not me doing that. I don't know what's going on, why it's happening, or what. But anyway, I'm interested in everybody else's thoughts on the new cards and what you think will get beefed up or what that's in the standard now. And if y'all didn't know, we got new decks to play. Got World Championship standard decks here. Then we have the World Champion Explorer decks. Yeah, I hope it don't happen to you again, Josh. I mean, it makes me mad just to know that it's happening. Because I don't like the idea of people getting kicked off of here, in which I have no control over. I wish because if I had control over it, I mean, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't kick nobody off. I mean, they'd have to be a good reason for me to kick them off. But nobody's ever given me a good reason, and nobody ever will, more than likely. I know sometimes we get mad. We have to vent. And you know, I don't care about venting here. I mean, yeah, it's just a game. But yeah, Josh, or anybody else that tunes in, if you have any thoughts about the new cards and the old cards, give me your thoughts if you don't care. I mean, I just told you my thoughts and what I think is going to get beefed up and what's not. But you know, some of the old cards are going to get busted. It's like that artifact card. It's going to be busted. Anyway, let's get back to our 500. Then we can talk some more. Yeah, after this stream, I'm gonna have to run to the store and get me some more water. Well, yeah, we'll keep this. Yeah, they probably think they're playing Mono Blue. Jeez. Yeah, they can have that. Just one. They can handle taking some hits. Now that one we'll get rid of. Well, we ain't got really no counter spells, so we'll go ahead and play this Dilex. Need one more to get our... Alright, opponent. That's enough. Alright, that's too much. That's one. Y'all are one. Now we'll see what's in your hand. Get rid of that lightning strike. We really need a blue land. Need to land pretty quick. Dag blanket. Alright, we don't draw a land, we're going to lose. I want to get that Thunder and Raiju, so we'll just take this. And now we in trouble. Forget it. Since we was missing our last two land drops, we wouldn't want to get ahead. Can't miss our land drops. Proud cow. Alrighty. Proud cow, let's see. Yeah, we'll keep this. Only goes first. Got 3 lands at least. Good, no plays. I'm ready for your creature now, opponent. I think now. Yeah. Nothing? let's see. Play this. I have one left. We'll wait. Okay. Okay. We're going to take one. We got the gate up. Ready for this to hold it. Ready for that too. Wait one more turn. Got a turn. Okay. Go ahead and do this. So we'll find our it's kind of a counter spell. Come on. Here we go, opponent. Here we go. Y'all just gonna let it tick on down? Come on, proud cow. Okay, we're getting the salty. Just cause I want to draw 2 cards. It ain't like I countered it yet. Maybe they lost connection. Or the game crashed on their end. It happens. Alrighty. Alright. Dang Blaggett, we didn't get it. We'll discard Island. Dang Blaggett. Still didn't get it. Alright. Well, let's go 3, I guess. Get rid of these. Come on, opponent. All right. Alrighty. That was a win. Well, we halfway there. Alrighty. I'm gonna have to take a break after this game. I don't know how long it'll be. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Ah, nice. Let's go ahead and get rid of the flight rigging. Dagblaggit, where's my dang gone land at? I need blue land. Jeez. See, I can't even counter that because I ain't got no blue. Dagblaggit. Trying to keep him from playing anything. Dang! Alright, we're going to lose this one because I can't play nothing. I'm not getting the right lands. That's what I didn't want them to play. Let's see, that does damage. I can't even do 3 damage, I can only do 2. Alright, I'm going to give it to him because I'm missing my land drops here. Dagblaggit. Alright folks, I'm going to have to take a break. I'll be right back. But in the meantime, see the new deck I'm working on. It's just a experimental deck right now. I don't know how good it's going to be, but here it is. Alright folks, I'm back. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, let's get back to our 500 here. Then after this, we'll take that experimental deck out, see how we will perform. Alrighty, well, this is better than the last game. Sort of. Still no blaze for next turn. Okay, now we got blaze. Now we got blaze. Okay, okay. We got tricks. Yeah, it's 3, so I didn't have a counter for that.
What do we have here?
Alrighty. Now we got our counters up. That's going to be a no.
Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
Let's see. Ooh. I guess this. I think that. No. We'll go ahead and do that one. Let's see. 2. Say it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I really need another land. What does he do? Okay. Go ahead and play Ursa Holder. Kick it, yeah. That's fine, no. That is fine. We're getting ready to hit this Planeswalker for some damage so they don't get their ultimate off. We cannot destroy it. see, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You almost stopped me that time.
Next time we'll be able to store it.
Now this is a juicy secret.
I know why they ain't putting their token out. Okay, that's fine.
Well, I learned what I needed to.
Flag it. Ready for you this time. And let's see, this. Get some card draw. Dang, blag it! What's with all the freaking lands here, game? Jeez. All I'm getting is land. One game I don't get no land. This game, that's all I get. Dang, blag it! Oh, great! Now freaking so hold it. Alright. This is over. I'm getting my butt handed to me. Well, if I don't draw removal, then it's over. Watch it be another land. That's just as bad. I'm just casting it just to cast it. I don't care what you got. Dang, blag it. 40% win rate. This deck win rate has went way down. Well, we got our 500. That's what we got accomplished what we wanted to. Not happy with it. Win rate on this deck going down because it was so high. Now all of a sudden it don't want to work. Welcome to Arena. Alright. Let's try this experimental deck. Hopefully we can do something this time. I hope. Might just be an off day for me on this game here. Or it constantly hates me. Alrighty. This'll work. We got 2 lands, so it'll work. And we first. Now watch us not draw no more lands, though. I'm not too happy with this robot here. That bothers me sometimes. I think something's going on with my computer. Something's going on with my computer. Not used to it, what it is. Alright. First attack, first blood. Ah, they doing red too. Okay, gang. Thanks for no land. I appreciate it. Really? That's the same kind of deck I got. But I got removal too. Yeah, it's got ward too and menace. Nice. Nice. Now we're going to sack it. Oh, that's right, they came. Alrighty. That was a good first run. Yeah, that was a good first run there. I have my board wipe in my hand too. And all I had to do is get that one creature, automaton, over 5, and then I could have board wiped if I had to. Soul Stroke. Ooh, wee. Not good. But Got turn 1 play, so we'll keep it. Actually, it's going to be a turn 2 play, just in case. That's what it does. Oh, that sucks. And we'll get rid of a smelter. There we go. Dang, Blaggett. I lost 2 of these things. Ah, you sorry son of a biscuit eater. That sucks. I can't do nothing. Alright, this deck's pretty... It's got me. It's got me. Okay. Got road cap. Attack with that. Yeah, I probably should have named Soldier. I bet you they got one. Dang, Blaggett. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Land. Target a player now. Heck, I go ahead and do this. I need better removal. think it's that. Well, it don't do no good. No matter. Really? I think I shut that down. I think. Dag blag it. Went out on my terms. But the opponent thought I was crazy. Kinda. Yeah, wasn't happy with the deck. Alright. Man, I can't believe I've done been on here an hour. Alright. Let's try another deck that I've just made. Made 2 decks for today. Viper's Surprise. See how she does, how it does, and then I'll show you the deck. Alrighty, let's see here. Yeah, this is alright. Sure, discarding lands. Must be land heavy. We will not attack. Well, that's one way to get land out of here. Dag flag it. Well, Let's see, I think I'll pornograph that. Like a little attack. Alright, that's fine. Oh, that's the one I need to save it for. Yeah, I just did a little misplay by taking that flying creature out. Oh! No attacks. Yeah, you fix it where I can't block. I'll take that hit. We're working to build that up. It don't look like this is going to work. Especially against a whole breaker deck. There, Pony, you can have it. Yeah. That hole breaker is still a good creature. Although you don't hardly see it played much. Yeah, you don't see it played much. Alright. Well, we had 105. I didn't know we leveled up. We didn't, I just now noticed what we was. Alright, one more try. Then I'll tell you what the deck's supposed to do. Peppa. Alright. Jeez. That's better. Somewhat. Throw Toxel back in. No plays, no mana. Yeah, I am Anvil deck. Yep. Told ya. I know it was an anvil. Mana dork. Leave my mana dork alone. You do something like that, that'll make me mad. Oh, you sorry son of a gun. I guess I'll take the removal. Leave that creature alone. Leave it. Dang, Blaggett, I told you to leave it alone. Now you got the soldier coming out. Well, I was going to bring this one out. Now I am going to attack you with my soldier. Okay. Draw a green land, Purdy, please. Yeah, I think we're going to lose this. Let's see. Tap that for a black. We need to gain some life pretty quick. Now we got our protection. Or to hold it. Need one more green to play my caretaker. I'll let it go to Nightbound, then I'll have it. Come on. Digging for that removal. There we go. No attacks. Tag flag it. Yeah! All right. We got that. Okay, now I'll show you this deck. Alright. Never could get this one. It has domain, trample. Wherever Brahaldra deals combat damage to a player, put X11 counter on target creature you control, where X is the number of basic land types among lands you control. So it's going to get automatically a +1/+1. Then we have Caretaker in here for the hexproof and the counters. Toxel in here to help try to whittle their opponent's board down. Shieldred. And also, in order to try to get these creatures down here early, we had the Howl Pack Paliper in our hand, in the deck. For one, can't be countered. For one in a green, you may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. If it's a wolf or a werewolf, untap Howl Pack Piper. Actually, only has a sorcery. That's on the Daybound side. Now, if we can get this down, bring the Caretaker down, it untaps. Then if we have Toxel or Rare Hydra in our hand, we can pay and we have the mana, we can bring another one down. That's the idea of the deck. I mean of the big creatures in this one. Let's bring one of these down. Then for life gain, we got Pecksong Pup, which gets a +1/+1 counter on it for every wolf or werewolf on the battlefield. Like if you got this on the battlefield, and you got Graveyard Trespasser on the battlefield, or even your Mana Dork right here, that gets a +1/+1 counter. Then we got Necromancy. Reason why I have this card in here, because every time a creature opponent controls dies, whatever creature this is attached to will get a +1/+1 counter. And they can get out of hand pretty quick. Because the idea of this is this card to get play this card on a creature with Toxel, and then when Toxel's ability kicks off, your opponent loses a creature, get a +1/+1 counter on whatever creature this is attached to. Then for protection, we got Taniel Safekeeping. Removal, we got Infernal Grasp. And Murder. That's our removal package, is Murder and Infernal Grasp. So we kind of got 3 removals. We got Infernal Grasp, Murder, and Toxel. Of course, Toxel's ability, it's slowly kicks after, time after time, because it's only one -1/-1 counter per turn. And we got Toxel out, and it was able to survive last game. It would have made a difference. Anyway, that's the idea of the deck. Came up with this idea last night. Well, with all the decks that's made now, Standard is kind of getting bored there. This is a deck. It ain't too bad. Let's take it out for a spin and see how it does. I didn't have a name for it, so I just named it Country Fried. He's a fellow content creator. Sometimes I'll name my decks after another content creator that I like. Or if I'm inspired by them. Okay, well, yeah, that's a pretty good hand here, actually. Although we got tap lands. Oh. Ah, yeah. You got another one you want me to take out? We are ramping. Wait a minute. What's that do? Yeah, I should have blocked that. Oh well, we'll keep it. Oh, I think I just screwed up. Yes, I did. That's alright. Good old Gingy. I can't block that. Jeez. Yeah, they got me. Alright. Yeah. I'm not impressed with that deck. Hello everybody, welcome. Welcome. Anyway, does anybody want to talk about those Brothers War cards anymore? If not, I'm going to play a different deck. We're going to play the army. If anybody wants to talk about those cards, let me know and we'll talk about them right after this game here. Well, people come and they go. No likes, no nut. Ooh. Not too good of a hand here. We'll keep it though. Soldier. Another land card that helps, that's going to help the soldier decks. Jeez Louise. Is that all I'm going to draw?
You want to fight me and my pack? Run wild. Run free.
I can't do nothing. Dag blanket.
We'll catch them by surprise.
Oh Lord. Go ahead and play this. Gain of life. Play this. Dag it. Yeah, you know, you get to create a wolf. That's fine. Dag blanket.
The darkness won't hide our enemies from us.
Well, They can bring that planeswalker out now. Dang it. Yeah, they probably got me. Jeez, mighty. Now, I'll take it. I don't care. Daytime. Need to get this broker ascendancy out. Dang it! That sucks. That sucks. Jeez. Yeah, I think this game is over. Yeah. Nothing I can do about that dang gone planeswalker. Alright. Let me see about if I can bring this Mythic Spoiler up and look at these cards again. Just give me a minute here. Alright. Well. I ain't letting me bring it up. Let me see if I can. Whoa, that ain't what I want. Dang it. Okay. Alright, I'm trying. Me. I'm trying to get it up. Dang thing don't want to cooperate. Dang blanket. There it goes. There she goes. Alrighty. Took me a little bit. I think we got it. How's work going for you, Josh? Alright. As I was saying about the soldiers deck, this card right here, it's going to help put them over the top. This card in the trenches is going to help. Also, this right here, it's going to help them a little bit. Counter once per turn to one creature. So yeah, that ain't a broken card. It's gonna be pretty good for to help you draw. Pretty good draw effect. This is gonna be pretty good. As you can pay that mana, 6 mana. This one right here for 5. It's a good ramp card for artifacts. Hmm. There's another soldier lord down here on this that's at somewhere. Right here it is. Blue, white, other soldiers you control get +1/+1. So with that other soldier out, that's +1/+1. So actually, with this card and that card, your soldiers will get +2/+2. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good for a soldier deck. And then we got this land down here. This land right here, it's soldier land. So it's going. So in a soldier deck, I guarantee you can already know this land right here is a must-have for that deck. Now these pain lands, I never did like those because I need my life. Yeah, life is a resource, but not always. You can have life in order to play the game. But that's my thoughts on the soldiers. Is this card right here, and plus with the other soldiers that we're getting. And then we got a little bit of help on. We might have a little bit of help on these clerics. I do like clerics. Now on the soldiers, I mean you got blue and you got white, but it looks like, well, there's a soldier right here with prowess, 2/2 for 3. Yeah, it ain't too bad. So you can make it a 4/4 easily. So when you play this and you have those two soldier lords out, this will be a 4/4 with flying and prowess. This is a 2/5 for 4. Pay 2 gets +1/-1. You can counteract that -1 a little bit with the soldier lord, because that'll make this a just lord alone. That'll make this a, say, 2, 3, 4, 4, 7. So with the soldier lords and this, you can really go pretty strong with this card here. Retrieval agent, blue for 4. And this one, it's a 2/1 for 2. Pay 3, it gains flying. Or no, target soldier gains flying. So you can give any of your soldiers flying with this card for 3. It's a 2/1 itself, so with the soldier lords, that'll be a, say, 2, 4, 4, 3. Alright, here's another 2/1 with flash and flying. Zenfir Sentinel for 2. It's a 2/1. Flash flying. When it enters the battlefield, return up to one other target creature you control to its owner's hand. If it was a soldier, you put a +1/+1 counter on this card. Okay. You got 2 human lords out on the battlefield. Soldier lords out on the battlefield. And you got another soldier out on the battlefield. Play this, it gets a +1/+1. So that'll make it a 3/2. And you got the 2 soldier lords out that gives +1/+1. So it's actually +2/+2. So it'll be see, that's 3/2, 4, 5. hit for 5 with flying, and see, it's 2, 3, 4. So it'll be a 5-4 with flash and flying with the both soldier lords out. Hang on. This is why I say the soldiers are going to got a lot of help with this set here. Alright, here's another soldier for 3. It's a 2-3 with flying. When it attacks, create a 1/1 color soldier artifact creature token. Tap 3 untapped soldiers you control, draw a card. Okay, this is a 2-3. So with the soldier lords out, it'll be a 4-5. Yeah, 4-5 with flying for 3. So yeah, soldiers is going to be strong. And of course, we know about my Morale Shield of Archive. It produces more soldiers for every soldier you have on the battlefield. So yeah, soldiers are going to be big. And I do think they will be top tier deck, if not awful close to a top tier. And of course, we got everybody's favorite card, Teferi. The ultimates. That's what everybody likes, is the ultimate. And it can protect itself. Target opponent chooses a permanent they control, returns it to the owner's hand. Then they shuffle each nominating permanent they control into its owner's library. So it pretty much is a board wipe. Clears the board. Clears your opponents of their cards. The ultimate's awesome. And it's going to be so easy to get to it. Because all you gotta do is draw. It shows alternate art on if you click over onto it. Yeah, the card is going to be seeing a lot of play, I do believe. Especially with Dimir control and with drawing abilities. So yeah, it's going to be good. That's one of the best Teferis that I've seen. Not counting the one that's in standard now. That's pretty good. And you got all kinds of ways of drawing cards in the game. But that's what my take on the soldiers. Now, as far as the best black cards I've seen, is probably will be I say probably maybe Gix will get a little bit of play. But Misery's Shadow. Shade. The shade creature. Yeah, I believe it's going to get a lot of play because you pay 1, it gets a +1/+1 till end of turn. It's a 2/2. So you can protect this from cut down. It's cut down protection as long as you have extra mana on the battlefield. So I'd play this. If I had this card in my hand, I'd play it on turn 3. I wouldn't play it on turn 2. On turn 2, it's not protected. Hmm. I believe Gix command may have. I think it might have a very little. I think it might get some play. Yeah, I believe it'll have some play too. I mean, it costs 5. You get to choose 2. A 2/1/1 counters on up to one target creature gains lifelink until end of turn. Destroy each creature with mana power 2 or less. That's going to hurt the soldiers. Return up to 2 creature cards to hurt the soldiers. So I think that'll see a lot of play. The soldiers don't get out of hand, that is. I mean, it looks like they can get out of hand pretty quick. Now this Fateful Handoff, I don't see it getting any play. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just don't see it. Now this Painful Quandary, I want to see it get some play. I really do, because I like this card. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life unless they discard a card. I love this card. It's my favorite black card of the sets. As Diabolical Intent, I believe it will get some play. For 2, for 1 and a black, additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature. Can be a token, doesn't say it has to be a non-token. Then you get to search your library for a card, put that card into your hand and shuffle. So this is a tutor for anything. The only thing is you have to sacrifice a creature. So let's say you're doing Orzhov. You have this in your hand. You have Waiting Invitation down to give you those 1/1 tokens. Sacrifice one of those tokens. Get something out of your deck that'll help your hand. So yeah, I think this card will get a lot of play. I'm just going over the cards that I think will get some play. Corrupt for 6. Sorcery. Corrupt deals damage to any target equal to the number of swamps you control. You gain life equal to that, to the damage up this way. Okay, this, I think it'll get some play just because of the effect it does. I mean, you can take all your swamps, and let's say you got your opponent, say you got 10 swamps down, and this costs 6. So you pay the 6 for this card, the sorcery, and you can deal that damage straight to your opponent. And that could be a game ender there. Now this Dreams of Steel and Oil for 1 sorcery black. I think it's going to get a lot of play. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose an artifact or creature card from it. Then choose an artifact or creature card from their graveyard and exile both cards. So you're exiling a card from their graveyard, Also exiling the card out of their hand. So you exile 2 cards for 1 black mana. And I think that card get a lot of play. There's Tharian Vigil for 2 enchantments. I think that'll get some play too. It costs 2. It's an enchantment. Whenever 1 or more artifacts and or creature cards leave your graveyard during your turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That'll be good for Reanimator decks. You got a creature out, you reanimate, that creature gets, and you got this out, your creature that you already have out will get a +1/+1 counter, which will make it even stronger. And No One Left Behind for 5. This spell costs 3 less to cast if it targets a creature card with mana value 3 or less. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So it's a reanimate spell for 5. Costs 3 less if you target a creature with mana value 3 or less. I think this card might get some play. It's a pretty good reanimator. And it gives you a discount and you target something 3 or less. Say you're doing your reanimator cards, and you got Old Rustin, which costs 3, generic green and a black. This will reanimate him for 1 black. No, 2 black. And then if you have green, no, if you have that 1 card. I only see it now. There it is. Thran Vigil. You have this out on the battlefield. You have another creature out besides your and you play that plays No One Left Behind. You bring your I think I just said it. Anyway, you bring your creature out. You have another creature out on the battlefield. Thran Vigil will give it a +1/+1 once you play No One Left Behind. So those cards pretty much work together. Disciples of Gix. I don't think it'll get much play. Go for the Throat. It's going to get a lot of play. Destroy target non-artifact creature. Yeah, this set's mostly is heavy on artifacts, but Go for the Throat will take care of soldiers or Shaholdred or anything like that, because they're not artifacts. Revengeous Gigamole. Mole Horror. For 4. 2/3. Again, this card here, Revengeous Gigamole, it will work with this Brand Vigil because you mill when you play it, then you can return a creature card from among the cards milled this way into your hand. And if you whiff, this gets a +1/+1. But yeah, it'll work with that card also. I'm seeing I'm seeing the synergies in these cards. Pretty good synergy. In this Carrion Locust Insector for 3, it's kind of like uh, that black werewolf. You know what I'm talking about. But don't, every time it attacks, it exiles a card from a graveyard. Well, this one does it one time. Graveyard Trespasser, yeah. This is a turn one turn Graveyard Trespasser. Carrion Locust. Emergency Weld. I can see it getting a lot of play. It returns target artifact or creature card from your graveyard to your hand. Create a 1/1 color soldier artifact creature token. Yeah, that gives you a body, a little 1/1 body. Plus, you get to return your creature. So yeah, it'll probably get a lot of play. Gixian Infiltrator. That's a good card for Anvil decks. I think people keep on playing these Anvil decks, they'll put this card in it. Whenever you sacrifice another permanent, put a +1/+1 counter on Gixian Infiltrator. It's a 2/1. And what does Anvil do? Make you sacrifice a creature token. There you go. That's going to get some play in Anvil decks. This Gixian Skullflyer. It's 2/3 for 3 Phyrexian Human Assassin. At the beginning of your upkeep, if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, put a +1/+1 counter on Gixian Skullflyer. Yeah, I can see this card getting some play and some yeah. That's going to be good in Reanimator decks, I believe. Killzone Acrobat. Human Soldier. Black. Of course, we're just going over the black cards. Hey, Moon Watcher. I'm looking at the new cards, trying to figure out the synergies. I've found a lot of synergies within these cards. How you doing today? I haven't seen you in a while. You been doing all right? I think it might see a little bit of play. Dag Blaggett, why am I buffering? Yeah, I'm excited too. I'm looking at the synergies. That's why I'm interested in is the synergies. Astronauts Intervention. I see it getting a lot of play. In my stream, it's been kicking people off left and right. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. It just does it. I don't know if it's OBS doing it, YouTube, or what. Anyway, it's Astronauts Intervention. I see it getting a lot of play. It's creature protection. Except it comes back to your hand instead of on the battlefield. Destroy a creature or a planeswalker. Since it destroys planeswalkers, I believe it will get a lot of play. Gix's Caress, which is a higher cost card that lets you get into your opponent's hand and to take something out of their hand that's non-land. Duress. Yeah, it's a higher cost Duress. Then you get Pirate Stone, so it might get a little bit of play. I mean, Duress is kind of better, except you get the Power Stone. That's the only difference. And this costs more. This figure, I don't see it getting much play. Now, Overwhelming Remorse, I can see it getting a lot of play. It costs 5, but however you can get that reduced down to 1 if you get 4 creature cards into your graveyard, then this costs 1. But yeah, I can see it getting a lot of play. Especially work in reanimator decks. Ursa, yeah, it'll probably get some play. Especially for the Planeswalker ability. Shigeli. I can see it getting some play. Tosca Dig-Site Mentor. I believe it'll get some play. Because you use all your creatures' vigilance. And just for that vigilance, it's a good card. For 1 green, white, and blue. And exile, and the exile effect, I believe it's exile. Yeah. Exile this card for 2, a green, white, and a blue. And then you return everything that's 10 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. I like it. That's not a bad effect at all. That's a good card. And this Mizra, Tamer of Mokfawa. This card is going to get a lot of play. Just because of the ward ability. It can mess a board state up big time. Alright, that's the black. Now let's go over the reds. I'll tell you what red I think that's going to see play. Alright. Draconic Destiny for 3. Red enchantment aura. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1, has flying and haste. And pay 1. This creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. And it's a dragon in addition to its other types. Well, this card, I believe it will get a lot of play. Over the top. I don't think it will get a lot of play. I don't think it will get any play. Cause that targets you and your opponents. Anytime there's something good for you and not good for your opponent, it's a good card. But if it targets you and your opponent, the same thing. No, it's not too good of a card. That's what I believe. Could be wrong, but I just don't see it getting any play. All right. Mechanized Warfare for 3 enchantment. Yeah, I think it'll get a little bit of play. Because if a red or artifact source you control will deal damage to an opponent or a permanent opponent controls, it deals that much damage +1. So you gotta play a card to hit your opponent for 2. It's going to do 3 instead of 2. So yeah, I think this card will get some play. Mishra's Command. I think this might get some play. Yeah, it's gonna get a lot of play, I believe, for X and a red. Brotherhood's End. I think it might get some play. Not much, but some. Tyrant of Kara Ridges. Flying Dragon 4/5. You can give it a +1/+0 until end of turn. When it enters the battlefield, deals 4 damage to any target. If it does get any play, it'll be very little, I think. Visions of Phyrexia for 4. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library. You may play that card this turn. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't play that card from exile this turn, create a tap Power Stone. I can see this card getting some play. If you don't, nobody agrees with me, then let me know. I mean, this is just my thoughts. 2/2 haste. It cannot block. Phildon Roam Excavator. Ronom. Human Artificer for 2. It's a 2/2. Can't block. When it's dealt damage, exile that many cards from the top of your library. Choose one of them until the end of your next turn. You may play that card. Too weak. It's too weak. I don't think this will get much play. Horn Stone Seeker. Blizzard Menace for 2. It's a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, create a Power Stone. It might get some play. I don't think it'll get much. As long as it's your, alright, Sardin Cliff Stomper for 2, 0/4, Minotaur Barbarian. As long as it's your turn and you control 4 or more mountains. Starting this stronger gets +X+0. X is the number of mountains you control. I think this card here will get some play here. Giant Cinder Maw for 3. Trample with players can't gain life. It's a 4/3. Yeah, I think this card will get some play because it keeps everybody from gaining life. Almost like a equal playing field, kinda. And it's a 4/3 for 3. Yeah, I can see it getting some play. Arms Race for 4, and then it's an enchantment for, and you pay 4 more. You may put an artifact card from your hand onto the battlefield. Gains haste. Then you have to sacrifice it to get into your next end step. So you play an artifact creature with this, you attack with it, then you lose it. I don't think this get much play. Overobliterating Bolts for 2. Sorcery. Does 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die, exile it instead. Good removal for 4. And it costs 2. I think this will get play. Barbaric Blast. Instant for 4. As additional cost to cast this spell, you gotta sacrifice a creature. Can be a token. So this deals damage equal to that sacrifice creature powers to any target. Draw a card. Okay, yeah, this is a good card. Let's say you got a 15/15 Tree Folk token out there on the battlefield. Then you can play this for 4. Sacrifice that 15/15 token. Your opponent's pretty much dead. So yeah, I think this card will get a lot of play. The Follow Krug. Choose target opponent. Of course, it's going to be your opponent. Destroy target land that player controls. The Fall of Krug deals 3 damage to that player and 1 damage to each creature they control. Yeah, I think this card might get some play, but it costs 6. Costs 6 mana to destroy 1 land, deal 3 damage to a player and 1 damage to each creature. Now, I don't think it's going to get any play just because of the cost. Cost 6. So, yeah, I don't think it'll get much play. Monastery Swiftspear for 1. Haste, Prowess. It's a 1/2. Has haste for aggro deck, mono red aggro deck. This card might get some play. Mishra's Excavation Prodigy, legendary creature, human artificer for 3. 2/1. Haste. Pay 1, discard a card, draw a card. Whenever you discard 1 or more artifact cards, add 2 red mana to your pool. Yeah. I can see this card might get some play. Constricted Infantry. Human Soldier, when this card dies, create a 1/1 color soldier artifact creature token. So it kind of replaces itself. But to 3-1 for 3. I don't see it. I don't see it getting any play. Tamako Strapsmith. Human Artificer. When this enters a battlefield, mill 3 cards. You may put an artifact from among them cards milled in this way into your hand. If you don't, put a +1/+1 counter on this card. Well, the 2/1 can get a +1/+1. It only does it once. So turns into a 3/2. So let's say we got a 3/2 for 3. I don't see it. Dwarven Forge Chanter. With Ward, pay 2 life. Prowess, it's 1/3. Cost 2. I think this will get some play. Just because of the Ward ability. Paragon Strong Bull for 3. It's 2/3. Sacrifice the artifact. It gets a +1/+1 to end of turn. And it deals 1 damage to each opponent. I don't see it. Rock Hunter for 2. Human Soldier, of course. The 3/1 with reach. No. If it has reach, I think it needs to be stronger than just the 3/1. You got a lot of strong flyers out there. That's way overpowered. That's better. They can take care of a 3/1 creature in a heartbeat. Okay, Unleash Shell for 5. Instant. It deals 5 damage to target creature or planeswalker and 2 damage to that permanent's controller. Yeah, I think it might get some play. Exhibition Explosion. It might get some play, but if it does, I say very little. Rolling Strike. Instant 2. Target creature gets +2/+0 and gains first strike, trample until end of turn. I can see this card getting a lot of play. Goblin Blaster Runner. It gets +2/+0 and has menace as long as you sacrifice a permanent this turn. So it turns into a 2/2. No, a 3/2. Yeah, it turns into a 3/2. Yeah, it might get some play in an Anvil deck. Alright, Minstrel's Onslaught. Choose 1. Create 2/1/1 colorless soldier artifact creature tokens. Creatures you control get +2 until +0 until end of turn. For 4. I don't see it. Sibling Rivalry. For 4. Sorcery. Gain control of target artifact or creature until end of turn. Untap it. It gains haste until end of turn. Create a tapped Firestone token. Cost 4 for this sorcery. It might get some play, but I don't see it getting much play. Raise to the ground. Spell cannot be countered. Destroy target artifact if it's if its mana value was 1 or less, draw a card. I can see this card getting some play. I can see it getting a lot of play. Mishra's Domination. Enchantment or enchant creature. As long as you control enchanted creature, it gets +2/+2. Otherwise, it can't block. So if you control the creature, it gets +2/+2. Now, if your opponent takes control of takes a creature under control, it cannot block. It still gets that +2/+2, but it cannot block. The Vajali Chain Dancer. Pay for it's a 2/4 for 4. Pay 2, it gains double strike. I can see it getting some play. Bitter Reunion. Bitter Reunion enters the battlefield. You may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. Sacrifice Bitter Reunion. Creature you control gain haste until end of turn. I can see this card getting some play. Alrighty, that's the red. Now, I really don't have a favorite red. If I had to pick a favorite red, it'd probably be this Ironic Destiny. Alright, now we're on green. Awaken the Woods for X 2 greens. I can see that getting a lot of play. Because you can flood the battlefield with 1/1 land creature tokens. But I wonder if they are the land tokens, land creature tokens. I wonder if you can use those as land or not. But it does say land creature tokens. Now, if you can, this card is great. Tetilana, Voice of Gaia. Reach 3/4 for 3. I think this will get some play. I think it'll get a lot of play. And then next one, Titan's Command. I believe that Titania's Command is going to see a lot of play. Go in, Eyes of Gaia. Legendary creature, elf, druid, scout, 2/3 for 3. I think it'll get a lot of play. Let's see. Next one is Teething Wormlets. I think this card here will get a little bit of play. Fauna Shaman. Elf Shaman for 2. It's a 2/2. It's kind of like a tutor. You have to discard a creature card in order to use it. So it'd be good for Reanimator deck. Fade from History. I can see it getting some play. I can see it getting a lot of play because you get to destroy all artifacts and enchantment. Each player who controls an artifact or enchantment creates a 2/2 green bear creature token, then destroy all artifacts and enchantments. So yeah, I think that card's going to get a lot of play because it's instant board wipe for all your artifacts and enchantments. And it's cost 4, and you get a 2, and you and your opponent gets a 2/2 out of it. I wonder if that's 2/2 for each, though. It could be. I mean, if it is, that'd still be a pretty good board wipe. Next up, Zareth Steel Seeker for 2. It's a 1/2. Whenever an artifact enters a battlefield under your control, take a look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may reveal it and put it into your hand. If you don't put the card into your hand, you may put it into your graveyard. That would be good for Reanimator only. Blanchwood Armor. I think this card here will get a whole lot of play. It's one of my favorite green cards, I'd have to say. Because it's pay 3. And there's no equip cost to this. You enchant creature. Enchant creature gets +1/+1 for each forest you control. So let's take a 5/5 creature and you got 10 lands down, 10 forests down. You play this, that creature gets 10/10 added to it. So that's a total of 15. Game's almost over. Then we got Bushwhack. I don't see Bushwhack getting much play, and if it does, it'll be for the land tutor. Alloy Amnest, human druid. For 1, it's a 1/1. Until the end of turn, target non-creature artifact you control becomes a 4/4 artifact creature. I can see this card getting a little bit of play. I mean, it's weak because it's a 1/1, but it makes 4/4 artifact creatures. So I can see us getting some play. Odo City for 1. Enchantment or enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 and has trample. When this card is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. This card might get some play. I think it's okay. Osbith Knight Baloth for 4. Beast. When Osmith Baloth enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Pretty good. It's a 4/4 for 4. And if a spell or ability opponent controls causes you to discard Obstinate Knight Baloth, put it into the battlefield instead of putting it into your graveyard. Pretty good effect. I can see this card getting some play. Vajali Escalation for 5. Sorcery. Create 3 Power Stones, gain 3 life. I don't see this card getting much play. I mean, you're going to play a lot of artifacts. It might get a lot of play for artifact decks. Gaia's Corsair for 5. Centaur Soldier. Whenever Gaia's Consort attacks, if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, draw a card. It's a 4/5 for 5. Yeah, that card might probably get a little bit of play. Hoarding Recluse for 4. Spider with reach and death touch. When it dies, you can take a card out of your graveyard and put it into your library. Garrowroot Pallbearer for 6. Treefolk Druid with trample. When this enters the battlefield, target creature gets +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Okay, this cares about a lot of creature cards being in your graveyard. And what cares about that? Reanimate. So this will be, so Garrowroot Pallbearer is going to be good for your reanimate decks. And this is a 5/5 for 6. Yeah, not bad. I think I'm going to see a little bit of play. Branchwood Prowler for 2. Elemental creature. It's a 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, mill 3 cards. You may play a lane card from among the cards milled this way into your hand. If you don't, put a +1/+1 counter on Branchwood Prowler. Okay, so this will enter the battlefield. It's a 1/1 for 2. It could end up being a 2/2 for 2. It's alright. I don't see it getting much play. Tomahawk Honor Guard, Human Soldier with Ward 2. The 3/1 for 2. Yeah. Well, Ward 2. It might get play. It does, but will be very little because it's a 3/1. They can easily die. Sentinel Stalwart for 1. It's a 1/1. Tap an untapped artifact or creature you control, add 1 mana of any color. I don't see this card getting any play. But you have to tap this card and another card just to get 1 mana. Then we have this Borrowing Razormaw Beast. When Borrowing Razormaw dies, mill 4 cards. It's a 4/2 for 3. I don't see it getting much play unless the opponent cares about stuff in their graveyard. Next up, Shoot Down for 4. Exile target artifact or enchantment upon creature with flying. I can see this card getting quite a bit of play for 4. Perimeter Control, Human Soldier for 3. It's a 3/3. Whenever an artifact enters a battlefield under your control, this card gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Yeah, I can see it getting some play. Aghanimeth Sprites for 2. It's a 2/2. It can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Play 7, put 2/1/1 counters on it. I can see it probably getting played, but those 1/1 counters will be hard to get. Wasteful Harvest. Mill 5 cards. You may put a permanent card from among the cards milled this way into your hand. It'd be good for Reanimator. Yeah, that would card be good for Reanimator. Next up is Taiwan's Tinkering for 4. Instant, put 2/1/1 counter on target artifact, creature, or land you control. Untap that permanent. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a 0/0 creature in addition to its other type. So you can make a land into a 2/2 creature. Next is Gaia's Gift for 2. Put a +1/+1 count on target creature you control. It gains reach, trample, hexproof, indestructible until end of turn. This is an instant. I see this card getting a lot of play. Next up, Fog of War. You gain 1 life for each creature on the battlefield, prevent all damage that will be dealt this turn by creatures with power 3 or less. I don't see it getting much play. Epic Confrontation for 2. Target creature you control gets +1/+2 until end of turn. Then it fights target creature you don't control. No, I don't see it. Well, yeah, this card will probably get a little bit of play. Argonath Opportunist. Human Scout for 3. When Argonath Opportunist enters the battlefield, create a tapped Power Stone. For 3, it's a 3/2 for 3. I don't see it getting much play. And Giant Growth, which is our last green card. I can see it getting some play. I mean, it gives a creature +3/+3 until end of turn. So yeah, it'll probably get some play. Yeah. So far, that's all the cards except for the artifacts and the artifact creatures that I think will get some play, and ones that don't, that will not get some play. Of course, this is the only opinion. This is only my opinion. Now, these artifacts, the ones I think will get play, pretty much all of them. They're all good. Now, my favorite artifact is the Surge Engine. Because it comes in, it's a 3/2 for 2 defender. Then you pay 1, it gains, and then it gains it can't be blocked. Then pay 3, it turns to a 5/4. You gotta pay that 1 before you can pay the 3. Then you pay the 6, and you get to draw a card. Giant can only do that once. Unless you blink it, of course. And to where you have to start over. Then you might be able to pay the 6. You still gotta pay the 1, the 3, then the 6. Raise them off the Transmogrants. Creature or zombie cannot be blocked. That card definitely is going to get some play. You got to have removal for this one. And it returns itself from the graveyard. So yeah, that's going to get some play. Then we got all of these unearthed artifacts. I think they're going to get some play. Now, the most broken card in artifacts that's definitely going to get a lot of play, the Stone Brain. You know that's going to get a lot of play. One that probably won't get much play is Haywire Mites. It may not get a it might get some play, but not much. But all these high cost cards, you can't really look at the cost of these cards because of all the power stones that there is going to be in this set. But yeah, I can see a lot of just about all of these artifacts are going to see play. I mean, you got your Mishra's Founding land, works with all your assembly workers. I know you got I know there's 3 or 4 assembly workers in the deck that this Mishra's Founding's going to go with. So yeah, but yeah, I mean this is a good set. I like this set. Of course, I always like new cards. There is no. This is all the cards. $287 cards revealed. So I'm surprised they didn't stretch this out just a hair bit longer, but they didn't. Well, you know the name of that card, Josh? No, I'll take a look at it. I'll let you know what I think about it. You talking about the prototype cards? I think just about all the artifact creatures and going to get play because they don't. Because you pretty much cast them for free because you get those Power Stone tokens. And there's a lot of ways to get those Power Stone tokens. Now this card right here, I can see people cheating it in with hideaway ability. Play champion. Hmm. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. That's going to be good too. I mean, a lot of your artifacts are good. I noticed that about this. A lot of your artifacts are pretty good. But you can get your power stones for these artifacts easily. Okay, I think I know the one you're talking about. I don't know, there's two of them that looks like giant snakes. Three. Yeah, here, blade coil serpents. Cost X and a 6. Artifact creature serpents. When you play this, pretty much kind of like a kicker. It's kind of like a kicker, but you pay 2 blue, 2 black, or 2 red. You got 3 different effects. Oh yeah. Now this one here looks like a 5/5, but I think this is the one that's a 15/15. Yep. You can take this one and turn it into a total of 15/15 power onto the battlefield. 3 tokens. And it's a 5/5, so you can make a 15/15 power onto the battlefield for 5. I mean, that's a good card. I mean, a lot of good cards out in this set. Some that'll get played, or some that will not get played. There's Phyrexian Dragon Engine. It's 2/2 with double strike. Of course, it's milled with Mishra. Well, there's a curse in standard right now. When you attack with your creatures, they get trampled until end of turn. It's red. And that will be good with the Blade Coil Serpent because it has red in it. It has a red kicker. I don't know the name of the curse, but there's a curse that gives your creatures trample. But in green also has Trample Land Fetch, which is in standard right now. But yeah, they're good cards. Don't get me wrong, they are good cards. Sorry about the noise, trying to reposition this mic. Alright. That sounds a little bit better now since I repositioned it. But versus Sylex. I like Sylex cards. And then for 2 and a white, you exile it, and each player chooses 6 lands they control. Destroy all other permanents and activate only as a sorcery. So you take your best creatures, save them, and then no. You only saves lands. So you save your 6 lands and destroy everything else. Yeah, I think this card might get some play. And you get to search, and then you pay 2. I guess it's 2 extra mana. And you get to search for a Planeswalker card. And reveal it, then put it in your hand and then shuffle. It's a Planeswalker yeah, it's Planeswalker Tutor. So yeah, that's this Sylex is okay. I mean, you play it, you get rid of your opponent, get rid of all your opponent's lands except for 6 of them. Then you reveal, then you pay 2 more, and you have to reveal your Planeswalker card that you're trying to fetch. It doesn't say may, it says reveal. So you have to reveal it. I like Karn Silex better than Urza's Silex. Seems like it's better. But I do like the Surge engine. No, I done said it once. But I know a lot of people are probably going to try to play this this one right here, Rust Goliath, because it's a 10-10 with reach and trample. But you have to pay 10 to get it to cast it, which won't be no problem because you get those Power Stone tokens. We already got Power Stone tokens introduced into the into standard with the Karn we just got from our last set. I think that, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of Power Stone ways to make Power Stones. I mean, you got lands that make them, you got creatures that make them, you got spells that make, artifacts that make them, I think we got artifacts that make them. But I know you got creatures that make them, you got some instant sorceries, and then you got a planeswalker that makes them. There's a lot of ways to get Power Stones, and you're going to have to be able to ramp up for real quick. But you're also going to have a way to protect yourself while you are ramping. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. I mean, you got the best way to ramp, really, is green. Green has a lot of ramping abilities. But you got, and let's see how much makes Power Stones. I wish I could just type Power Stone into this and it would show me, but it won't. It just does a card search. Let's see. My favorite blue card is probably this one with the multiverse. And Teferi. It's a little tie between those. Well, there's one. Visions of Phyrexia. So far, that's the first one I've seen. It's red. Cornerstone Seeker. That's 2. It's red. My favorite red is Hardened Cliff Stomper. There's a Static Gnat. That's white. So far, I've only found 3. Great Desert Prospector. Now that's your Power Stone ramp right there. The Human Artificer costs 5. When Great Desert Prospector enters a battlefield, create a tapped Power Stone token for each other creature you control. That could be the card to get you your Power Stones. Death Shadow. I done got lost. There it is. There I am. So far, I've only found 4. Alright, Repair and Recharge. That's another one. That's 5. I'm only finding Power Stones in red and white. And blue versus Power Stone Prodigy. That makes Power Stone when you discard one or more artifact cards. That's 6. I believe that's 6. Now here's one, Splitting the Power Stone. So that might be 7. Eight, Excavation Explosion. 9 with Carlos Rock. Creature, birds, flash, flame. Enters the battlefield, create a power stone. Sibling rivalry puts 1, so that's, 9? TM with Power Stone Engineer. Alright, here's a black one, Gix Karis. That would make 11. Stern Lesson. I'll make 12. Hmm. There's only about 12 cards that does it. Huh. What's about a handful of cards that makes Power Stones? So yeah, a few in green. Yeah, here's one. Let's make 13 right here. Vidalia Excavation for 3 and 2 green. Create 3 Power Stones. And that's the only one I see in green so far. Here's another one. This will be 14 Argonaut Opportunities for 2 and a green. When it enters the battlefield, create a tap Power Stone. And that's it. There's Power Stones are scattered throughout the set, but little here and a little there. I would think that there'll be more ways of getting Power Stones than just like this. I mean, that's just, my opinion on this right here. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream and be back tomorrow afternoon. I'm already over. It's already 12:21. So, we'll talk more, play more. Have fun, everybody. See ya after a while this afternoon. Have a good day. Don't work too hard there, Josh. And I do appreciate you. Appreciate everybody that comes in and stays watching the stream. And I'll see ya later on today. Peace out, everybody. I'll see you later. Have a good one.